Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Today it's not welcome back to my garden because outside it's quite a frosty wind to start with and we had snow. It is winter wonderland, it's really beautiful and that means it is a perfect day to take you with me inside and do a little Christmas time video. But I think this year I'm just going to do one indoors, so not like last year when I did like a garden and some crafting videos. So what I want to do today is decorate the Christmas tree in my back together with you guys. I already put the light chains in last night. Because this is kind of time consuming to like distribute them evenly. I've got like one really long light chain, it's 100 meters and all those lights are in here. It's really pretty. Just once the lights are in, immediately it's kind of like magical and really beautiful. I've got more Christmas decoration going on in the house. So what I want to do as well is, besides decorating this beauty and show you what kind of ornaments I'm going to use this year, I want to tour you around. I also want to show you upstairs because there is some Christmas decoration as well. And I also want to give you a little update on how the upper floor actually looks, because for all of you who follow my channel already for quite a while, I think a year and a half ago, roughly, we did a video showing you how it looked before the renovation. And quite some of you guys were asking me and even like sending me DMs on my Instagram asking, okay, so how is it now? How does it finally look? And I feel now is a perfect time to just give you a quick tour of that situation as well, because there is some Christmas decoration, so it's kind of like a two-in-one. So hope you are excited to join me in my Christmas video today. Alfie is obviously with us today and she is on her favorite spot here in the living room, which is just on top of the couch, because then she has a straight view onto the road through the gate and she can always observe what happens outside. So clearly whatever happens outside is more exciting than me talking to you now. So for those of you who just discovered my channel, this is the living room downstairs in the house. So there's a couch and armchair, and then there is this wonderful room here for a Christmas tree. And because space is limited, I always need to have a Christmas tree that is a little more narrow. So there are beautiful, really full and big grown trees. And I was like, well, they don't fit because can't walk through here anymore. So I always try to find one that is a little skinnier, but in a way I quite like it also when it is like this, because this one gives me a lot of opportunity to put some ornaments in here and also in the center and not just on the outside, because if I show you the trees that are upstairs, you will see that they are completely different to what I'm decorating here. So this is a real tree, by the way. This is a Caucasian fir. This is one of my favorite trees. It has a really nice scent the second you set it up and put it indoors. And the nice thing is, like, it's not prickly in the slightest. So putting a light chain around it was really lovely and an easy job. It smells nice. It has a really nice color. From the bottom, it is kind of like grayish, bluish, greenish. So for me, this is kind of the traditional Christmas tree that is what we always have when I grew up. So this definitely comes with a lot of childhood memories. So there is a main entrance to the house, which is actually not facing the front of the house. Here's a fireplace, got a fire going because we heat the entire house with the fireplace. I always try and make sure that it is nice and comfy in here. And here is a dinner table with an abundance of Christmas decoration. So a couple of new things happened this year. For example, these, very simple, but I just love the size of them. And also the color, they're not like crisp white, they're a little bit mother of pearl. And if I just take one out, you might see the dimension that they are really nice big spheres, very thin. They are handmade. This is what the box said, made in Poland. So really pretty. Sometimes I like very simple Christmas ornaments when you mix them with something like this, for example. So these are completely new ones that I found last year in Düsseldorf. There was a pop-up Christmas store and after Christmas everything was on discount, so I quickly paid a visit. I found these very lovely. I always love the combination of like bronze or kind of like rusty brownish tones in combination with a white, and here it's really nice because it kind of looks as if there was a thin layer of snow or frosting over them. Also like the hook, isn't that really nice how it's made? I really love and enjoy these. And then whoop, I got those as well, or these, a little smaller, and they kind of like a sphere pine cone, I believe, but again, mainly really bored because of the structure, the texture, and then like you have the contrast of the matte white with a shiny part. So I think when the light in the Christmas tree hits these, they're going to be very, very pretty. I wish they still had more, but I mean, like, I took everything that they had on the discount. Then I still have these. You might remember those from last year. I bought them 2-3 years ago in my hometown, the north of Germany, and they actually have light inside. So if I, yeah, still working, battery still working. well, a little dim maybe, but maybe it's because it's still light outside. So I think I'm definitely going to use those. And then I have 2 flats of these beauties here. I already used 3 of them upstairs. I bought them last year and then I didn't really use them that much, just a couple of them. But actually I think that they are really wonderful as well. They have this kind of like burgundy, some more, again, a bronze underlayer. And then on top of it, there is a thin kind of like gold metal plating. So I think it looks really interesting. And again, I think that they will reflect the light in the Christmas tree really wonderful. Next things, those are actually my outdoor decorations. And I think I'm going to use them because I feel for the entire tree I would not have enough ornaments if I wouldn't use them. I mean, they're white, they fit, they're really nice. They are plastic, which is not so nice because obviously when I use them for outdoor, I need something that if it blows away, that is not going to crack with a blink of an eye. They are a little sparkly. Can you see? Can you tell? Maybe, I hope you can. Anyways, I really love the shape of them. I think that they are really nice. They've got a good decent size. I also like how you can put them on the tree or attach them to the tree, and you can hear plastic. So plastic is a little bit of a downfall, but still I think that they are going to look really wonderful in the mix here. I still have my elks. I think I lost one. I'm pretty sure that I had 5 of them. So they're kind of like made of bark, and I have them really a couple of years, probably 10, 11, 12 years already. I mean, they don't sparkle, they don't do anything, but sometimes I'm like, maybe they're fun just to pop them in there. And really, as case of emergency, if I totally run out of ornaments, I might use a couple of my golden ones. I think I'm definitely going to use these here, because I think they're really nice, and like the gold is a little more a reddish gold, so I feel it might work pretty well in the entire mix here. So I think that I'm going to use those. Last night, I also dragged this box out because I thought, oh, those pines are really nice because they're very sparkly. But I'm not sure. They are a little bit on the greenish side, so I need to see. I start with the other things first, if I'm going to use them or not, and how much white and light stuff is in the tree. So I think the pine cones are one of the last things that I'm going to do. Whenever I put something onto the Christmas tree, I always use these kind of metal hooks because they are my favorite. Kind of like thin. I put 2 out now. I can't lift them obviously so you can see them. So kind of like S-shaped, or however panning you put it on the table. But yeah, I really love them. I think they're very convenient. So this is pretty much my game plan for the Christmas tree down here. So what I'm going to do now is set up the tripod and start decorating before I can give you an entire tour of all the Christmas decoration in the house. The tree is decorated, and the nice thing whenever you're decorating with white ornaments for Christmas, because they are white and they're so bright, they really brighten up your tree and you don't need a lot of them. So in the end, I didn't use any of those plastic pine cones that I showed you before. So it's only nice real glass ornaments in here. There are some golden in here now as well, because only the white ones, they were just not enough. And I think it was a little too monotone in a way. I always like to mix at least 2 colors, I think. I wish that I had more bronze or like brownish bronze ones. I went to a lot of stores this year, tried to find such kind, but apparently they are really not in trend this year, so I couldn't find a single one. I have a couple upstairs on my Christmas tree, which I'm about to show you, but this is how it looks, and I think it's really nice. It's just really nice, warm, welcoming. It speaks Christmas. I really, over the years, started to like white and white more. The fun thing is that as a child, the first Christmas tree that my parents ever had was white with gold. And the older I get, I think I kind of divert more back towards those color palettes for Christmas. So maybe it is really just engraved in my brain. One thing that I didn't do this year and that I did last year with you, I didn't really put anything on the mantle of the fireplace this year. So I just have like my normal kind of like pine cone garland that I always put here. So I didn't do a special garland for the fireplace, but there's a reason for it, which you're going to see in a moment. So let me just quickly show you what Alfie is now, because she's so cute. I also have tulips. I always try to find white amaryllis, but it's so difficult to get them here. They always have red in Poland. So, well, it's white tulips, completely kind of like wrong for this season, but still quite nice. And Alfie, always in the afternoon when she's a little tired from a garden or from walking and running around, she spends her time here in her little basket. This is kind of like her safety place. So really, really cute. But I can tell you, when I walk with you upstairs, she's definitely going to follow me. So if we just do a little tour through the house. So what I did different this year is I put a garland here on the banister of the staircase, because I think it would just look a little nicer and a little more Christmassy, because there is also like my Scandinavian star that I really love to put into the window here. And now if we continue walking, you can see how it looks outside. It's a little grim today, it's a little overcast. We had wonderful days previously, but now it's like really nice. With the snow, it really speaks Christmas. I absolutely love it. I kind of would like to do a video outdoors, but it's really depending on the weather situation. But I'm basically standing now exactly in the main entrance of the house. So when we come in, this is the view. So I thought I really wanted to have a garland just along the staircase, because I thought it would be really nice to bring some light in here and just some warmth. And what as well I did is, I'm not sure if you can see it, but this is a straight view into the garden, into the front garden, and there is this ornamental plum tree, like a standard, and I put some lights in that one. So when we're standing here, especially when it's dark, and I'm going to do a little video still at the end of this video, just to show you how everything looks when it is really dark outside. There we have the lights here on the right from the garland. At the staircase, there's a Christmas tree, and then in the back, there is the tree in the front garden. So this year, I really kind of like thought it through a little different and thought, okay, what did I like last year and what do I think can be done better and different? But enough from downstairs. I'm going to take you now upstairs. One of the bigger projects that at one point we want to do is change the staircase, because we don't like the wood, we don't really enjoy the style that much, and we think it makes absolutely no sense now, especially when you look at that. This is the new flooring that we put here. And the entire upper floor, first floor, and really love it. It's oak, it's kind of like a little whitish tint to it. The herringbone is really wonderful. And then the staircase is kind of like a little old-fashioned. And we also think it doesn't really speak like seaside, because we are just here at the south coast of the Baltic Sea. So this is one of the first bedrooms. If I just step back a little bit, here you go. It has like French doors opening, really wonderful. And then you have the straight view onto the river, so there is a balcony facing the front of the house. And then if I continue walking here, you see that here we've got a straight view onto the river, and now with the snow, it is just a beautiful sight. And I thought it would be really wonderful to set up a Christmas tree here as well, because you can see it from the street, and also if we approach the house and drive along the driveway towards the house, we can see the Christmas tree, and I thought it would be really wonderful. Upstairs here, there are two artificial ones and two different ones. So this one here has like a snow spray all over it, which I kind of like. I thought it was really whimsical, and I needed something that is really narrow. This is 1.80 meters in height, and I think maybe 70 centimeters in width. In terms of color, you see what happens upstairs in general. It is very monochrome. Everything is kind of like different shades of beige, white, broken whites, a little bit of taupe, and then we've got elements of like natural wood with a little basket weave, like here, for example, in the nightstands, some silver accents. So it's something that really should calm you down and relax and just reflect the natural landscape where we are here at the seaside. And this is also why I chose these colors for the Christmas tree here. So I went with blue and white to really reflect a nautical scheme. This is something that I wanted to do for quite a while, and an idea that was lingering in my head already for quite a while. So again, I kept it really simple. The blue ones, they're completely monotone. There is no like glitter or decor or anything on the blue boards, then I put some of the white plastic cones that are actually for outdoors in here because I thought, okay, here they really match well. And then I found these white here that have a little bit of a glitter topping just around the top half, and I think this is enough of it because the tree in itself already is quite stunning, I think. And then with the lights in it, and I really love it, absolutely enjoy it. And look who comes to visit. Hello. I was just talking about you that when I go upstairs, you're definitely going to come with me, and she does. So if we continue walking, this is now facing the back of the house, and there you see actually something that I did. So everybody who follows me on Instagram, you saw me doing this. So I started painting again, and I was painting this with acrylic color, kind of like reflecting the colors that are surrounding us here. And I really wanted to have a picture that can go here on this big white wall just above the staircase, and this is exactly where the picture is supposed to go. So yeah, this is now the bigger balcony facing the back of the property. So we have a nice view into the back of the garden. You see the two big walnut trees that you always see when I'm working down there with you. And then in the back, the open landscape with the farmland and the hedgerows, which is just really wonderful. And here we go. This is now my room, which I changed a little bit to last time when you saw it. So again, exactly the same color scheme. It's very monochrome, a lot of white, beige, light colors. And this is my Christmas tree. It's a little wider, and I needed to have it for two reasons, because I really loved that only the tips of this one have a little snow spray on it. It is an artificial tree again. A lot of the ornaments here are what I used last year. So again, kind of white, and then I have these here that I absolutely love. The paper stars, some of those natural things like the cones here, for example, with some glitter on. And by the way, this is the color that I was looking to get this year, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Kind of like a brown bronze tone. Apparently not in trend this year, but I still love it. Really wonderful. What else I found? Oh, this really excited me. The tree topper. Can you see it? I mean, just when I saw it first, I was like, oh, it's kind of like a goose. But now looking at it again, I'm like, well, I think it is actually a dove. And what is better and nicer now in the times we're at the moment, to have like a dove, kind of like the sign, the symbol of peace on top of a Christmas tree. So I was like, oh, I need to have it. This is just really wonderful. So what I did in the room now, first the bed moved to the back wall because it was facing this wall here. And it was just really in the center of the room, and I thought, no, I don't enjoy it. So what I did is I moved the bag just to the wall in the back there. So I had a lot of space here. I had this armchair here, and then I just bought the matching sofa, and then a big poof that I can use as a table. I still want to put a big tray on it, so I can put just more candles on it, or maybe cup of tea, whatever I really want to have. The telly was already there. I've got some white tulips there as well. And again, I'm kind of just like dawdling around my room now. Again, I was painting because I wanted to have, oops, now I'm just like bumping into my bed. I wanted to have a painting on the wall here. And after a long walk at the beach, I thought, okay, I really want to have something that just reflects this momentum of the beach and when I'm outside and all these colors and images that surround me. So I really worked with tones of like brown, beige, taupe, hints of blue in here, white, because often when you are here at the Baltic Sea, there is a lot of like mist and haze in the air, and it's foggy and you can't really see the horizon. So this is kind of what I try to portray here, and I think it's really nice to have some darker colors in the painting because it really grounds it, because otherwise it is maybe a little too much like a latte macchiato if you look at it. But it's about Christmas, and this is how my room looks around Christmas time. I've got my Christmas tree. I'm really happy with it. So when I'm in bed watching some Netflix in the evening, I still got my Christmas tree, and I put another garland here on top of my wardrobe, where I think I might put some lights in eventually. I don't have another light chain available right now. So this is something, if I still go out and buy one, maybe I do it. And if I don't do it this year, maybe this is something for next year. But this is how it looks at Christmas in the house. So I hope it was interesting for you, and I hope it was also interesting for you to get a glance on how everything looks after the renovation upstairs. That's it for today's video. So this was my Christmas decor and indoor tour video for this year. So if you want to see other Christmas videos that are indoors and about decoration, just scroll down in my history, because last year, for example, I showed you how to craft a garland and to do some paper flowers. Some of those things that I kind of skipped this year because I really want to focus more on making this into a garden channel rather than into a interior channel. But still, I think it's just really interesting to just show you a little bit more of a personal side of me and how I live, and Christmas is just the perfect time to do so, because then I can combine to show you what happened with the renovation, how it looks upstairs now, and how it actually looks when everything is like decorated nicely and looks beautiful. I'm still kind of hoping to do an outdoor video though, because I have an idea lingering around in my head. I already needed to prepare a little bit for it because I had some plants and then the frost came and I was a little, well, I didn't have an eye on the weather forecast. I mean, that was basically what happened. And then I checked the weather forecast and I thought, oh, it's going to be night frost. So I needed to pot up a few of those things. But still, I think I managed to do at least one video that is going to be outdoors. But if I don't, what I already want to say today is I wish you all very Merry Christmas. I hope that you all spend Christmas exactly how you love to spend it, how you love to celebrate it, or if you don't love to celebrate. But I think whoever watches a Christmas video kind of enjoys Christmas in itself, at least a tiny bit. So thank you so much for watching today's video. Thank you so much for giving me thumbs up or for subscribing to my channel. I'm also really happy if you visit me on my Instagram. The link is just down below here. And up until then, Merry Christmas you all, and I'd love to see you in one of my future videos. Take care, guys. Bye.